Hello and welcome to Dumbbells and Delights. My name is Samantha and this is a channel where you get tips and tricks on how to live a delightful life. Thank you for choosing to watch today. If you're new here, please subscribe, and if you've been here before, thank you for coming back. So today is part 4 of the Fit Money series, and we're talking about how to save for travel. Last year I visited 5 countries and I did not break the bank and I did not take away from my savings. So the first video, if you haven't watched them, was how I paid off my car, and then the second video was how to save money, and the third one was how to budget. I will drop the links to the whole Fit Money series in the description below. How did I get to travel to 5 different countries? That was so much fun. I'll also drop the vlogs below for my travels that I did last year, so you can see how much fun I had and I didn't have to break the bank. So the first thing I would have to say is to decide to travel. Decide that this is something you really want to do and stick to your decision. So for me, I've always had travel on my vision board, on my goal list. I remember the days when I was doing the 101 challenge. It was there. It was like travel, but travel what? Travel to where? I was not specific with where I wanted to travel. I was not specific with when I wanted to travel. I was not specific with what I wanted to do or what was the purpose of my travel. So that's the first thing I would recommend, is for you to decide. Make the decision. Okay, I want to travel. Because the world is so big, I recommend you pick only 5 choices. Like narrow it down. So say you want to travel to Asia. Pick a country. Say, I want to go to Hong Kong. Or then you say Europe, I want to go to Spain. Then you say America. Well, America, that's the whole America. So you could pick any of the major cities like New York. Then you say South America or Central America, whichever, Brazil, whatever. Point number 2, plan and research. So find out, okay, where do I want to go? So you've decided, let's say you want to go to Hong Kong like I did. So the next thing you're going to do is find out, do I need a visa? How much is it going to cost for me to get there? Where am I going to stay? What's the transport situation like over there? What's the food situation like? I recommend you check out Lonely Planet. It's very detailed, their website, on what you can do, how you can go around. The other thing is to just also use YouTube and see other people's vlogs and what they have done in their travels. And also researching will help you determine, like, are the places safe? What's the transport situation like? What are the best seasons to travel? Because if you're traveling in winter, or in a rainy season, you're not gonna have a lot of fun because you're gonna be indoors a lot, so that's not fun. Determining what kind of traveler you will help you create your itinerary. Now you've already picked your country, you've already picked when you want to go, your itinerary, like what you're going to do when you're there. Are you going to visit temples? Are you going to go to theme parks? So what kind of traveler are you? Or are you going to sit at the beach and sip cocktails? That's also an option. I like culture and exploring, so I'm comfortable with walking for a long time and looking at museums and churches and temples, that kind of thing. I like that. But then I can also have a relaxed vacation sitting by the pool. So it's just best to determine what kind of traveler you are, because this will help you with your budget. Which brings me to point number 4, create a budget for your trip. So we've already been saving our money, we've already been budgeting specifically for our life, our whole life, but now you're creating a budget for your trip. So again, back to Lonely Planet. Check out Lonely Planet. They will tell you, so they give you 3 price ranges. So budget range, medium range, and like luxury, high level range. Then you can see, okay, I would prefer to do a medium range because budget might be too low, like, staying in hostels, that kind of thing. So maybe you want a medium range, which is what I went for. But then we had packages. Because you've determined you need, I would throw a ballpark figure, 20,000 for your trip. How long is it going to take you to pull together 20,000? So let's say it take you 6 months. Let's say to take you 6 months. So now you've 6 months. We are in March. So you're going to travel in, I'm going to use my fingers, April, May, June, July, August, September. So that means you travel in September. Okay, so you've got 6 months to save for your trip. You've got 6 months to prepare for all those things that you're going to need. So maybe you're going to need a new suitcase. Maybe you're going to need food, or food when you're there. Obviously, you're going to need to eat. Your activities that you're going to do. So you're going to create a budget for that and then start saving bit by bit by bit, and until you get to your day. Then the final point is to use resources on offer. Resources on offer include Lonely Planet, so that helps me with my budget. And then the other one I like is Airbnb. This is for accommodation. When I went to Swaziland, we used Airbnb and we got an awesome discount code, which you can get too if you're not yet registered with Airbnb. And I will drop my discount code in the links below. You can also use STA Travel, which is what we used. When I say we, I'm referring to me and my sister. Which is what we used when we went to Hong Kong and Bali. STA Travel, they have nice flexi packages. So the one package they have is the Flexi 1000, which you pay 1,000 Rand deposit for your package trip, and then you pay the remaining money 30 days before the trip. So that's really awesome. Then the other one I've used is cheap flights. It's there everywhere. It's got .coza and .com, so you can find your cheap flights on there. I really love it. So most of the time what I do is I'll look for the flights to wherever I'm going, and then I see the price, and then I'll go on the website of the airline and I check on that website to see what the price is. Sometimes it's cheaper on the airline, but what I like about cheap flights is it pulls all the prices that you can get, all the airlines, and then you can see, okay, this is how much I could pay, this is how much I could use. So those are the few resources that are on offer that you could use to plan for your trip. So where am I going to next? Find out in a couple of months. There'll be a few vlogs on that. But if you missed my vlogs on Hong Kong, definitely I'll drop those in the links below. Check them out. And yeah, what can I say? Traveling is fun and fulfilling, and I highly recommend you at least go to another country. Even if it's just one in your life, just go to a different country. Fly on a plane. Those are my tips on how to save for travel. Decide that you actually want to travel, and determine what kind of traveler you are, because maybe you want to rent a car, maybe you want to use public transport, that kind of thing. And then use resources on offer, create a budget, plan and research. I know it seems like a tedious process, but there are lots of blogs out there that will help you. I recommend you use blogs that are not older than 6 months in terms of the values of the monies. Yeah, so a 2-year-old blog, you can use it for the information but not for the prices, you know. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.